You already know what I'm going to be talking about if you clicked on this video and if you read the title. And yep, it's true. I'm a virgin. You know, it's funny that people always say, like, oh, you're so innocent. I don't think it's that I'm innocent. I think there are a lot of reasons for discussing why I'm 30 years old and I've chosen to keep my virginity this long. And I really believe that me sharing this can help a lot of women and a lot of people and can really help bring strength to young girls as well when it comes down to it, because there's so much to be said about pressure to have sex in society, pressure to be something that you're not, pressure to do something that you don't want to do. Many of you guys know that I recently closed down my co-op, my business of 11 years, really working at transforming and evolving my life into becoming the woman that I really want to be, really digging deep and understanding and listening, feeling 100% confident in myself as a human, feeling confident and loving myself as a woman, especially as I've just turned 30 and I'm moving into a new stage in my life, and being super, super, super comfortable with every aspect of my life, my choices, my sexuality, my career, my family, my diet choices, my everything. So I guess first I can share with you why I'm still a virgin, and then I'll talk about why I believe in this so much and why I believe that I can help people so much when it comes to this and empowering human beings to make choices for themselves and choices that are filled with self-love, self-respect, and compassion, not just for other people but for yourself as well when it comes to creating a greater level of healing on this planet. What would your highest self do? All right, you guys warmed up yet? We're good. Everybody's fine. We're talking about this. Yep, this is happening. It's okay. I'm in a flower garden in Bali, and this is extremely a beautiful thing right now. This is a beautiful thing right now. For me, with my first relationship, I would say that was the first time I ever experienced love. To be with somebody for that long and to be young, I was pretty young. I was saving myself for marriage for this beautiful human who I still love very much. Because for me, I couldn't imagine a greater gift to give my husband than the one thing that nobody else could possibly ever have from me. And yes, I grew up in a very Orthodox Christian family. I'm Lebanese, I'm Ecuadorian. My family's Orthodox Christian. I still uphold those beliefs and I cherish them and love them. And this was something I did as you know, growing up in this relationship. I always did the right thing. You know, as always a straight A student, type A personality, with the person that I loved, wanted to save myself, very clean, very pure, not immature, definitely very mature about these things, but maybe perhaps a little non-experienced, if that's how you say it, when it came to relationships. I started my first business when I was 18. It catapulted. Here I am 11 years later. It's like I've barely had time for relationships in my life because I've worked so much and I put so much of my passion, that drive, that energy, and yes, a lot of that sexual energy into my career as well, because it's taken so much from me. I've given. I can't say that it's taken because I've given it. I know so many girls who find guys who all they do is pressure them for sex, especially when you first meet. Nobody takes time to get to know each other and to commit and to love each other, because this right here is so sacred. You're not just having sex, you're exchanging energies, you're exchanging like your human energy, you're connecting with the soul of that person on a very deep level. Enter my third my third love interest, and this relationship was probably the most hurtful one out of all three. I don't talk with him anymore because of the way that he left, and the way that he left and he told me about it was so incredibly painful that it just cracked me open in a way that I'm still trying to forgive myself for. I've forgiven him, but I'm still trying to forgive myself, because getting your heart broken like that is something that takes a lot to recover from. You see the world through a completely different lens after an experience like that, and it's painful. And as awful as it is, experiences like that crack you open are ones that really bring you to life. They make you feel alive, and ultimately you're grateful for the experience and all of the wisdom that it brought you. But it really is almost like experiencing a death, because you're with somebody day in and day out, every single day, spending time with them, sharing love and affection with them, and all of a sudden they're just not there anymore, and you're supposed to be okay with it, especially when they're the one that cuts the cord, or they say that they don't love you, or they lost passion for you, and that they love somebody else, or they were with somebody else all along. It's a horrible feeling. You feel worthless, you feel embarrassed, you feel shame, and it takes a lot of healing for you to come into a place where you love yourself enough to walk away from the things that are not good for you and that were not meant for you, and to say goodbye with grace and forgiveness and with love for that person, and to still uphold them in a good light. Whether or not I'm still saving myself for marriage, a requirement for me is that whoever I decide to give this to, I must feel safe with. I want to feel like I'm deeply connected with them and loved by them. This isn't just a sexual act for me. This is my purity. This is a part of my soul that you're taking, or that I'm gifting to you. And it would be really nice to know that that other person cherishes you enough in a way to where they can celebrate that connection with you. So here I am, 30 years old, 2 years after my last relationship, almost 2.5 years, and I've just turned 30. I feel like this is one of the most important things I can talk about right now in me sharing my story and coming out of my Saturn return, because I have such a clean slate. Not only is my diet pure, I only eat raw fruits and vegetables. It's been 12 years that I've only done that. But I'm sexually pure. Do I have urges? Do I have desires? Yes, of course. Do I still love and kiss on people and hold them and hug them? And yes, and I'm not a prude by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just very protective of my heart now, because I've been hurt, and I'm very selective of who I choose to share my love with. And by love, I don't mean like the love that I'm giving everybody here, but just love via a relationship with another human being in an intimate way. For as many unsupportive comments that I've gotten from people in my life about me still being a virgin, I'm actually really proud of myself for making it this far, and not doing something that didn't feel right to me, or that didn't feel in alignment with what felt right to me at the time. I didn't just say, I shouldn't be a virgin, I'm just going to give it up because everybody else is doing it. This is something that's meant enough to me, and I'm really proud of myself for staying strong enough for this long. Because I'm no longer wearing the scarlet letter, and me talking about it means that maybe perhaps I can help other people out there who may be struggling with the pressure of having sex, not feeling good about your body, not feeling confident as a woman, maybe perhaps being in a relationship that you don't want to be in, that's like abusive or something that isn't serving your highest needs. Anything less than your highest self, anything less than love, it's just not it. It is just not it. I would love to meet somebody and to participate in a partnership and a relationship that's loving and kind and peaceful and compassionate and heavily passionate, yes. But that's something that I want to work towards with somebody after I get to know them and develop trust with them and develop real love for them. It's not lust, not just affection, but like actual deeply rooted connection with that person. I'm at my soul sister's house, Chella, right now. This beautiful garden behind me. One of my best friends in the world. I love you, Chella. She's supporting me through this video. I'm proud of myself for not selling myself short when I knew that I deserved better. And yes, I'm a highly sexual person, but I feel like I've almost numbed that part of myself for years because I felt like it was shamed upon in society for some reason, shamed upon in my family for sure. My parents are so cultural, so Christian, so to the T, our daughter must do everything right. I didn't want to let anybody down. I didn't want to feel embarrassed. I wanted to just be perfect all the time. We all know that's not possible. But I think that was another thing that kept me clinging on for so long. And I felt like being busy with work and everything that I had going on was such an easy distraction to keep me focused. All of the traumatic things that I've been through, such an easy way to take away any drive that you would have. Wait, what is my dream guy? Who is my dream guy and what are my deal breakers? I don't have a type. I think the most I could ever ask for is just somebody with such a pure and loving heart that like he would treat me like a queen and love me and just hold me in a compassionate way where it's like whatever I'm going through and he goes through, we can just listen to each other and talk about it and work through it. I'm just so incredibly done with people being immature when it comes to relationship and just shutting you out and not wanting to work through things. Like, why do people do that? That's not the highest self coming out. That's like an egocentric, manipulative, horrible thing that happens. And then people have bad breakups and it's just painful to everybody involved. Like, no, I want a fully committed king. I want a man. Like, I want a real man. No more little boys. And what was the second question?
Deal breakers.
What are my deal breakers? Can I save that for next video? Because that's like...
This is the last question.
But that's not the last question. There's never a last question when I'm talking about me being a 30-year-old version in front of a million people.
Yeah, because there's deal breakers.
Yeah, there are deal breakers. Mean people. Out the window. Inconsiderate, unkind. Smoking for me is a no-go. We can talk about the vegan thing, but I will just say this. All three of my exes and the one guy that I dated all went vegan because of me. So I feel like if you put me in a room of kings and one wanted to be with me, I'm pretty sure we would have the vegan discussion and everything would be fine. So I'm not too worried about that. Gosh, so many deal breakers. I'm going to keep the physical aspects out. I'm going to keep it more heart-centered. I would love for him to be compassionate, kind, career-driven, a family man, a good listener, someone who's empathetic, who's very much into taking care of his health, physical fitness, exercise. Like, I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Do I believe in love? Absolutely. I see it everywhere. I see it manifest everywhere. Sisters, brothers, families, girlfriends, boyfriends. My parents have been married for 34, 35 years. My grandparents have been married over 65 years. I see these examples in my life of what real love is, and they've given me such a great example. Mom, Dad, I know you're watching this video and you're probably like, I can't believe my daughter is talking about this in public. But I just want to say thank you for helping me become this strong woman that I am, and for showing me that I deserve so much more than selling myself short physically, and that I don't deserve that. You both have shown me a love so powerful and strong, and I can only hope that one day I have what you have. And Nana and Jiddo, if you're watching this too, you probably have no idea what's going on, but you know, my Jiddo, those of you who know my Jiddo, sorry for the camera not focusing. My Jiddo tells me that every night when my Nana and Jiddo go to sleep, they fall asleep holding hands because they're scared that when they wake up in the morning that one of them won't wake up with the other. And it's like, that's the kind of love I want to have in like 50 years from now. I want to have like real love. And so I've had these amazing role models in my life that have given me the confidence to know what feels right and what doesn't feel right. And so thanks Mom, thanks Dad, thanks Nana, thanks Jiddo. Thanks to my family. Thank you to my friends who've supported me through so much of this, and I just want to say thank you to all of you guys too. For any women out there, and men, boys, guys, girls, all the above, who may be confused about what they want in a relationship and what feels right to them, I hope this video gives you strength. I hope it inspires you so that you know what feels good and right to you, and when it's okay to walk away and let go of the things that are not serving your highest self, your highest love. So, back to Bali, talking about me being a 30-year-old virgin and basically starting my life brand new at the age of 30. And I have so much to experience, I have so much to live, I have so much love to give. And it's about time that I started doing all of those things, and it starts with this video. It starts with the new work of art and all of my writings that I'm working on right now for you guys. It starts with the poetry that I'm writing and the art that I have not made in 11 years because I've been so busy working. My life begins now with full and complete joy and pride of who I am and what has made me who I am to this day. And I'm so excited for the woman that I'm choosing to become. And I can only thank you all for being a part of my journey and being a part of all of this magic. If you guys have liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Show your support. Please don't leave any hate comments. Like, be better than that. Be your highest self human. Leave some love. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you definitely should be, because it's about to get really real. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, a lot of exploring, a lot of healing, a lot of personal sharing, and I really want you all to be a part of my journey. If you guys want to follow my social media daily, check out my Instagram. I post on my Insta stories every day, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all the above. Thank you all for being here and for listening. Love you. Bye. And I want to say a special thank you to my friend Chella for supporting me through this video. She's giving me so much hugs right now. Do you want to wave? Let him see your gorgeous face. Thank you. I love you. Thank you.